Super Minis, the bread and butter of many manufacturers, the Ford Fiesta and the Vauxhall Corsa to support this fact. But there's a new kid on the block. Peugeot have introduced this. Not content with just the 207, they've introduced the 208. I think it looks great. Let's give it a go.
It's clear at a glance that Peugeot has ensured the 208 looks as good as possible, as it features Peugeot's new creased bonnet design, contours trailing along its flanks, and a rather daunting set of headlamps. Also worth noting is it comes in both 3 and 5-door body variants. The style of the 208 clearly shows that Peugeot has considered its younger buyer demographic.
And with considerably more space in the 208 than its predecessor, the 207, it's a very good offering. There's a very fair sized boot, although there is a little bit of a lip which may make loading a little bit difficult. There's also enough space in the back to seat 3 in comfort. So, all round, very appealing. Now, the first time I ever seen a Peugeot 208, it was finished in this incredible matte paint that's available, and it looked truly incredible. It really did catch my eye. So I've been really looking forward to driving and testing the 208, and I'm not disappointed on the interior either. I absolutely love the exterior, and I think it looks so modern, young and fresh, and that continues in the interior. It's very, very simplistic in here, and I quite like that. We've got our centre console, which is our satellite navigation and all our media options in here, controlled by one very nice simple button that brings you to a central menu that you can just simply flick through. Very, very simple and very, very nice. And then our climate control options down here.
Standard trim is, well, very Super Mini, with things like radio CD player and steering wheel mounted controls, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, it's worth noting that further up the trim levels with the active trim, the CD player does not feature.
And that might put some people off, but I think for the bulk of the target market for this 208, we're going to be using our iPods, our Spotify account and our iPhones to stream music, and CDs are a sign of the past. I think it's a very bold leap for Peugeot to make this statement, and I love it. Interior dashboard, interior design is brilliant. The plastics could be a little bit more high quality, but let's not forget that we are in a Super Mini.
In terms of trim levels, the Active is probably the best one to go for, as it comes with some really key features like Bluetooth and air conditioning. A slightly annoying feature is the minuscule glove box, which is due to the fuse box taking up half the space beside it.
The seats are relatively comfortable, a little bit spongy, but again, we're in a Super Mini. So, let's see what it's like out on the road. Peugeot is known for making some pretty good small engines, and the 208 is no exception. This particular car is a 1.2 litre petrol engine which comes in both an 82 brake horsepower and a 95 brake horsepower variant. For those of you that are looking for economy in the 208, there's a 1.4 litre diesel engine which emits just 87 grams per kilometre of CO2 and returns 83 miles per gallon. 83? Now, if I am let down at all by the 208, it comes with the ride and the handling. The steering is definitely set up for inner city driving, and it's just a little bit elasticy, to be honest. There's a lot of body roll in the corners as well. Now, the gearbox is a little bit wishy-washy too. It's certainly not the best car in the segment for its ride and its handling. But that's not to say that this isn't a great car, because it is. And competition in this particular segment is so high, and you've got so many options available. And personally, I think the 208 is one of the better Super Minis, and it would certainly be a contender if I was in the market for one.
There is definitely a sense of street cred with the 208, as its design is quite unique. With the low emissions and a high MPG figure, the Peugeot 208 is pretty cheap to run, and its starting price tag of just £9,995 for the 3-door model isn't too bad either. Although Peugeot is quite a highly recommended brand, its segment may be one of its strongest qualities in terms of residual value, as the Super Mini segment is the most popular, which means the 208 may retain a better shelf life than other models. So for its Motor Talk rating, it's got a great appeal. Its exterior looks good, its interior looks good, it's comfortable, and there's quite a bit of kit when spec'd correctly. For appeal, we give the 208 4 stars. For practicality, it's got a decent sized boot and a surprisingly spacious rear passenger area left us pretty happy. So we give 4 stars. With a total of 4 petrol and 2 diesels, the engine range is pretty generous, and these engines deliver when it comes to both power and emissions. For that reason, we give it 4 out of 5 stars. For ride and handling, however, this is where the car lets itself down, with handling being pretty average. Therefore, we give the car 3 out of 5 stars. For its overall rating, with a stylish appeal, plenty of equipment, and a strong engine range, the 208 is certainly a very good car. Its only key criticism is its handling, but apart from that, it's a great car. So for an overall rating, we award the Peugeot 208 4 out of the 5 available Motor Talk stars.